Have you ever looked up at the night sky, just completely overwhelmed by the sheer number of stars, and wondered, how did all of this get here? Or maybe you've held a tiny newborn baby and marveled at the perfection of their little fingers and toes. Where does all this complexity, all this beauty come from? The very first book of the Bible, Genesis, offers a profound and poetic answer. It starts not with a bang, but with a void. In the beginning, it says, the earth was formless and empty. Darkness was over the surface of the deep, and the Spirit of God was hovering over the waters. Just a silent, dark, watery chaos. No light, no sound, absolute nothingness. No up, no down. And into this nothingness, a voice speaks. 4 simple, earth-shattering words, let there be light. And just like that, there was light. Bam. The first act of creation. God saw the light, that it was good, and he separated it from the darkness. He called the light day and the darkness night. And there was evening and there was morning, the first day. But the work was far from over. The cosmic clock started ticking. On day 2, God turned his attention to that vast, watery expanse. He spoke again, creating a vault, a great expanse to separate the water below from the water above. He called this expanse sky. Suddenly we have a horizon, a definition to our world, a celestial ceiling. Then comes day 3, and it's all about bringing forth solid ground. God says, let the water under the sky be gathered to one place, and let dry ground appear. And it did. He called the dry ground land and the gathered waters seas. But he wasn't done. Barren earth wasn't the goal. So he spoke life into the land itself. Let the land produce vegetation, seed-bearing plants and trees on the land that bear fruit with seed in it. Instantly the barren ground burst forth in a riot of green. Flowers, trees, grasses, all teeming with the potential for future life. And God saw that it was good. Day 4 is when God decides to decorate that sky he made. He says, let there be lights in the vault of the sky to separate the day from the night, and let them serve as signs to mark sacred times and days and years. And so he made 2 great lights, the greater light to govern the day, our sun, and the lesser light to govern the night, our moon. And just for good measure, he also made the stars. The canvas of the cosmos was now painted with sun, moon, and a billion glittering stars. Now the world is set, the stage is ready. It's time for it to be filled with living creatures. On day 5, God commands, let the water teem with living creatures, and let birds fly above the earth across the vault of the sky. And the seas exploded with life, from the smallest fish to the great creatures of the deep. The skies were filled with the flapping of wings and the songs of every kind of bird. Life was now swimming and soaring. Finally, we arrive at day 6, the grand finale. God speaks to the land again. Let the land produce living creatures, the livestock, the creatures that move along the ground, and the wild animals. And so it was. But the pinnacle of this day, the masterpiece of all creation, was yet to come. Then God said, in a way that was different from all the other commands, let us make mankind in our image, in our likeness. This wasn't just speaking something into existence. This was a personal, intimate act. So God formed man from the dust of the ground, breathed into his nostrils the breath of life, and the man became a living being. He created them, male and female, and gave them a special role, to be stewards, to care for this incredible world he had just made. As the sun set on that 6th day, God looked over everything he had made. The light, the sky, the land and seas, the sun, moon, and stars, the fish, the birds, the animals, and humanity. And behold, it was not just good, it was very good. And on the 7th day God rested, not because he was tired, but to set an example, to establish a rhythm of work and rest. He blessed the 7th day and made it holy, a day to pause, to reflect, and to enjoy the magnificent creation. So the next time you look at a sunset or walk through a forest, or simply take a deep breath of fresh air, remember this story. The story of a formless void transformed by a loving, intentional voice into a world brimming with beauty, complexity, and purpose. The story of our very beginning.